Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Mini Mike Podcast. Today we have a very special guest, and may you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Nawal Almahdi. I'm an English teacher, and I research cultures, books, and social media trends on the side.
Ooh, trends.
Well, everything to be honest.
Well, what's your favorite book and why do you like it?
Okay, well, it's a pretty difficult question. I don't like to specific to one book, but if I had to choose like my top five, it's mostly just spooky and horror stories, to be honest. Number one would definitely be Frankenstein's Monster, the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And number two, The Call of Cthulhu by Howard Philip Lovecraft. Number three would be definitely the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's an ancient Iraqi poem. Very beautiful story. Number four would be Beowulf. The author is unknown, but it's a very popular Danish poem written as a story. And number five would be Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's one of the first novels I finished as a kid. I finished it when I was 12, and it was like 1,000 pages long.
You know, for me, my favorite movie is Dracula.
No way.
Yes.
Impressive.
Dracula? I don't really like it that much.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, who's your favorite character in the story?
Can you define that question a little bit more? So like a specific character or what a character does?
Like a specific character, like in Frankenstein's.
Oh yeah, so I would definitely say Frankenstein's monster in the novel Frankenstein, because it's a very philosophical creature.
Well, he is the main character.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But the two main characters are Dr. Victor Frankenstein, and the monster is called Frankenstein's monster, per the scientists. But it is hinted that the monster's actual name of the novel is said to be Adam.
Adam?
Because, let me tell you why. Because the reason why the scientist, Dr. Victor Frankenstein, named it that way, because it's his first creation. And the monster was actually very intelligent, and he was discovering what it's like to be human at the time.
Well, do you like reading books more than watching movies?
Honestly, I like both. I forgot to mention I'm a very big film fanatic. Mostly I like to enjoy, action films, horror films, and adventure films. And sometimes animation and comedy.
You know what's the best thing? To bring a blanket and then eat ice cream or popcorn and watch a film.
Absolutely.
You watch
Or hot
Adventure Time?
chocolate.
No, but some of my friends did, and they told me, Nwaaf, please watch it. Please watch it. Nope, I'm not watching it.
You need to.
But the only characters I know, like other than the main characters, being Jake and what's his dog friends, Jake and
I forgot.
The dog, the yellow dog with them. But I like Lemongrab. Lemongrab, unacceptable.
Wait, do you know the movie Wicked?
Oh yeah,
I really want to go in.
me too.
Actually, I saw clips of the movie, but I didn't see the whole movie.
Actually, Wicked was, it used to be a Broadway show. It was a kind of مسرحية.
Yeah.
It was a play written by Broadway before they decided to turn it into a film. It was very, very popular at the time.
Popular.
Oh yeah.
We gotta be popular.
Well, what's the most exciting story you've ever read?
That's a pretty interesting question. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys know an author named Stephen King.
I think
Wait,
I
Stephen what?
heard
Stephen King.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a very famous horror novelist, and he wrote many, many famous novels. Okay, you know the film It?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the writer behind the story It.
Why so
Oh
serious?
my gosh.
Oh no, that's the Joker. It is the white clown who scares people,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he created a very interesting story called Carrie. It's about a girl who can use her mind to use telekinesis. Telekinesis is the ability to lift objects by using your mind.
I forgot her name. It's a movie about a girl that was in the school.
That's the one, Carrie, yeah. So it's a horror film about a shy girl who was bullied a lot. And apparently she had this ability to read people's minds and also use telekinesis. So telekinesis, it's an ability where you get to lift objects and people using your mind.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working.
So, if you had one superpower, what would you choose?
Teleportation.
That's a very interesting choice. What about you, Rtej?
I'm gonna be invisible so I can see people.
I would definitely choose telepathy, reading people's minds, so that way I can use it against them when I'm bored.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in final exams, you can read what the teacher is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Or you can read what the students are saying so you can get the answers. But for now, friends, we're just gonna go for a short break and come back. So,
Pause.
after break, pause.
Unpaused, and now we're finally back. Well, do you ever write poems or songs?
Absolutely. Believe it or not, when I was in the 3rd grade, I learned how to write stories first. Now, my mom, even though she was a doctor, she loved writing in Arabic and English, but mostly in Arabic. She did this really interesting challenges. Like she would say, I will let you watch television for extra 15 minutes because back then, before you guys had iPhones, TV was our iPhone at the time, okay? And during the weekends, I would watch TV endlessly. I was so crazy about I used to love television so much, by the way. So my mom would say, let you watch 15 other more minutes if you write a story. Like, okay, I'll give you a prompt. You know what a prompt is?
Yeah.
Yeah, a prompt is a writing question. Like, okay, you know how when you ask ChatGPT to write for you something?
Yes.
Yeah, a prompt is basically a writing question, or it could be an image question. And she would give me a random prompts, and she tells me, the harder the prompt you take, the more minutes I'll give you to watch TV.
Ooh.
And then I learned to practice poetry when I was in high school. And then when I decided to major in English language and literature during college, I've taken a couple of creative writing classes, and my professor at the time was so cool, and he told us that poetry comes in different forms from England, like from Scotland and Ireland, and even from the US. And I even started to write more during COVID.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's alright. Bless you. Alhamdulillah. So during
She has COVID.
I don't have
عيد
COVID.
الشر, عيد الشر. I would write poems about everything, and even one time I performed at Gust, the university Gust, because there was this event for poets, and I wrote an entire joke in the form of a poem. We were using butterflies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
actually, you go first.
Okay. Well, actually, for me, I think that to write a story, you need an imagination. Your imagination has to be good. Like, if somebody gave you a picture and you have to write on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why an author has to have good imagination.
Absolutely. By the way, let me give you a small tip. So I write a lot, but I haven't I mostly just publish articles and poetry in online magazines. And here's a small tip. When you practice writing, the only person who can judge it is either a teacher, a very skilled or a very good teacher, or just yourself. The thing with writing is that you don't need an iPad to write something very complicated. You can just get any regular notebook and a pen, of any color you're choosing. Because you know, I know you guys are young, and consider me, and not just as a teacher, as your older brother. Okay, write about anything. Let your brain be the ChatGPT instead of computer.
You actually look like my brother, so I'm gonna take it.
Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Well,
Well-
dear friend.
Okay, I can go, right?
What?
Ladies first. Well, friends.
No, men first, actually. Well, dear friends, this is the end of our episode for today. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you.
Wait. You forgot something. Thank you for coming.
And
You're
we
welcome.
appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, buddy.
Now, bye.
Bye.